Christelle Martinette. Who am I? Well, I'm a psychic, soul counselor, I'm a channeler, and a reader. Why is this video up? I'm putting this video up for you for the month of October, the first half from the 1st to the 15th. After this new moon on the 28th of September, there are a series of events that we will want to look towards. And before I start the tarot reading, what happens? I want to tell you what happens in the sky if we look up. There are a series of events that could interest us. First of all, there are two conjunctions in this period from the 1st to the 15th. And on the 3rd of October, there's a conjunction between the moon and Jupiter. There's another conjunction on the 5th, right after that, between the moon and Jupiter. And really exciting are a series of meteor showers. One is on between the 8th and the 9th of October. It's the time of the Draconids. What are they? It's a very sort of temperamental meteor shower, I would say, like a meteor storm. And you might think they're shooting stars, but they're not. They're meteors. And then on October 10th, right after that, there is the Southern TAURIDS meteor shower. And that will give us, when we look up into the sky, 1 meteor per hour. It's a great sight. And then, of course, on the 13th of October, there is the full moon in Aries, and with it, it brings huge changes. It has sort of a contentious nature, just like Aries may be at times, as if you need to fight for your rights or for your beliefs. And ultimately, this does bring sweeping changes for you. Now, for each sign, what are we going to do? What's in it for you? For each sign, and you will see the timestamps below in my description box at the end of the description. For each video, for each sign, there will be the issue. What is your issue in this, your major issue in this 2-week period? And the contingencies, what are they all about? What are the major difficulties about that issue? And then how to resolve. And then for each sign, at the end of the video, I will be pulling tarot cards to talk about who is coming toward you, who is a particular person that comes towards you, and with tips, counseling, and resolutions for that. All right, so on with the show. Let's start with Aries. Aries, what's going on? Let's take the tarot and show you the 3 cards that have come up. We have the Knight of Coins. Then we have the Page of Coins and the 3 of Coins. Aries, I would say money, 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 if I was a rich man, but it's more about spirituality. What is the bone of contention? What is the issue? And it is about issues that pertain to the job area, how to go forward. You may have new projects that you're not exactly sure if what you're doing is right to make them be successful. And what I'm looking at is a very bright spirit, a new enterprise spirit that you have, because you're in a phase of trying new things that were not tried by you before, or if you have tried them, you're doing them in a different way, and that's what's causing you some concern. Am I doing the right thing? Now, the contingencies around it are the communication. It's the communication that you can receive from people that you know, movies that you see, card readings, anything that you do during this period that will give you insight into how to change that project, tweak the project. And how are we going to resolve this? It's going to be resolved by hard work and stopping, taking a look, and see where you have come so far. It's very analytical. Every step of the way, you're going to be asked to take a look at what you're doing. Now, I have 3 Sibilla cards here. I have the Amalato, the ill one. Casa could be work as well, and is house. And the Ladro, the thief, who speaks to negative change. As these come up, this is the way they've come up. Look, what I'm looking at here is that you will be changing your project. You will be changing the nature of your work. Not always in a clearly defined straight path, and you need to tweak it every step of the way. But I see that you're working on a project that is beyond the confines of your specific workplace now. You're aiming for the stars. You're aiming for a star in particular. You're aiming for, I have 3 runes here, Urus. You're aiming to take things by the bull's horns and work on them. This is neat, and that's what the runes are telling you. You need to find your voice. What is important for you these 2 weeks is to find your voice. How do you want that project to speak for you? Now let's go into Taurus. Taurus friends, I hope you are well this period. And let's take a look at your issues, your contingencies, and how to resolve them. Well, I've got the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords, the Fool card, and the Strength card. Look, what it looks like to me, Taurus, is that there's something that's bothering you. There's something, not someone. I think you're taking it out on you, on yourself, Taurus. And it looks like to me that you are having sort of a battle with yourself, and you're involved with taking your work and your activity. And if it's involving that area of concern, your love life, and I don't see that for everybody, I see it for a very, very minute percentage, not even 10%. You want to do it in a real regal fashion, Taurus. You want to do it and get accolades from the crowds. You want everybody to tell you, wow, you really did. You've bettered yourself. You're working on yourself, and you want to see the results now, Taurus. What are the contingencies? The contingencies are this. Taurus, you look like what you want is greater than how you know to get there. And what it looks like to me is that it's going to take a lot of trial and error in this 2-week period, Taurus, before you come out ahead with that strength, because it's strength of character. Work on those things that are very difficult for you. If you don't know how to diet, or you haven't been able to go on a diet, use that as a point of contention, a springboard. If you can get your discipline there, then the rest will fall in line. This is an example. Now, the 3 Sibilla that have come up, that are coming up. And what do we've got? We've got here Dottore, the doctor. We've got here the sacerdote, the priest. And we have here the merchant, mercante. There are 3 people here, and they talk about the world of work, basically. And they talk about study, analysis, and worrying about your work life, because you want to break through, you want to make a breakthrough, Taurus, and you want it to be big, to speak for you. Let's see, the runes I have are interesting. Wow. First of all, we have Gifu, gifts. It's a give and take. This is telling you, Taurus, that you need to interact with other people, take heed of what they expect from you and their suggestions, and also give them satisfaction and thank them. I also have here Diag. Diag tells me what you give is going to come back to you. And use your intuition with Pedro Bright Stave, Taurus. Good for you. You are really on a mission. It's nice to see. It's really interesting to see. Let's go on to Gemini. Gemini, let's see what's in store for you for this 2-week period in October. The first 2-week period in October. Let's see what's in store for you. See what's in store for Gemini. The issue, the contingencies, and the resolution. We've got the King of Wands. The King of Wands, the Three of Wands. Isn't that interesting? And then the Four of Wands. You know, Aries had all coins. Here you have all wands. Look, Gemini, I'm looking at a passion as if your issue concerns the reining in and controlling of your passions. And interestingly, what they suggest the contingencies are, what the difficulty, the real difficulty is, you not being able to take stock, sitting back, looking and taking stock of what is going on. And that's what you really need. And how you resolve this is taking it to the next level, aiming for a stability with those around you, stability within your workplace, stability in relationships more than anything else. And it is all about your passions, these 3 cards, and how you need to be able to pull the oars in and be able to float and find balance. Here we've got the prison, prigione. Then we have we've got the house domestic, domestico, and we've got the amatrice, the lover. And it looks like to me that there is something to do more importantly on the home front, in the for those of you who have a family life and who are living with a partner. It looks like those will be the most difficult issues to contend with, the contingencies that you need to contend with. Those will be the most difficult. Aim for stability. Aim for stability. Let's see what the runes have here for you. Diag again. What you bring out, take out, is what is coming back. I've got Wunyo. You will find ultimate joy, Gemini, because you are in the midst of a journey. Awats. This is just the beginning. So we have to see what's coming down further down the line. Stay tuned, all of you who are listening in, stay tuned for the end of the video when I pull cards for each sign and tell you who is coming toward you. Who is that person? What is that person of relevance? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Let's go now to Cancer. Cancer. What is involved for you in the first 2 weeks of October? Let's see. We've got the 9 of coins here, Cancer. Then we have the Death card. Which are the contingencies? Let's take a look at that. We've got the 7 of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Coins. Look, Cancer, it looks like to me that you are battling with a moment where you would like to take things to a higher level, to a more spiritual level, and you're having difficulty with that. You're having difficulty with that more so, Cancer within Cancer. You're battling it out yourself as if you don't find the key. You know, you're not finding the key to spiritual balance and equilibrium, Cancer. And how to resolve this. That is looking for the key. You may be looking for the key in all the wrong places. And I see here a resolution that will come by going to those places of, I would like to say, of worship, going to those places that will give you some form of an atmosphere that will allow you to think in certain ways, to go in your mind, bring your mind to certain domains, and for you to start thinking certain things and taking you away from material goods, from specific people. Because when we enter the spiritual realm, Cancer, it looks to me as if you don't have a clue, because you're starting to feel that sensation. Who am I? Where am I going? Where am I doing? And the answer is to go to a sacred place. What would be sacred for you? A river could be sacred. Let's look at the Sibilla. Imeneo, the nuptial dance, this card about intimacy. And we have prigione, the prison, and the letter, lettera. Now look, it looks like to me that the Sibilla are telling you, Cancer, remember to communicate in a specific way. This involves people who you are very closely tied to, who have been in your life for years and years and years and years. Contact them, talk to them about this type of desire that you have. They will be able to help you. Now, my nose. Now I've got Yera. Yera here speaks of time, needing time. You're going to need time. Fehu, which is Merkstave, tells you it's not about the money at all. Not about the money. It's all about emotions. Go to that sacred place. Sohilo is here. The sun will help you reach success in that regard. Okay, now let's go to. Remember to stay tuned for the end of the video because I'll be pulling I'll be pulling cards to tell you about the people who are coming towards you, that specific person of relevance. Now we'll go to Leo. Leo. What's in store for Leo for the second half of, for the first half of October? Leo, 1st to the 15th. Leo, 1st to the 15th. Leo, 1st to the 15th. Let's see what cards are coming your way. Well, I've got 6 cards. If you can believe that, 3 came out with the last card. La Luna, the moon card, is the first. Then I've got the Hanged Man. And then these 3 cards have come out together. Strength, the 5 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Looks like to me that your difficulty here is all about changes. And the changes that seem to hide something that you don't really see. And the real contingency here, the real difficult quality of this issue is that you are having trouble seeing things from all different angles. Why? Because the resolution here is ultimately to find strength in terms of the changes, how to embrace change. And what is getting in your way is your fixation, your concentration on something that is difficult for you. It's not there now. It's perhaps a love, emotional value that was of emotional value to you in the past, but now that has almost ended, and it's difficult for you to find solace. And the resolution lies in taking action toward understanding how to seek a view of the situation differently. I have here happiness in the heart, allegrezza al cuore, la donna maritata, the married woman, the mother, the grande dame, the great woman, and the vecchia signora, the old lady who speaks to positive change. It looks like to me that there are a number of relationships that are on your plate and you are feasting on them with that mental quality of going, you know, the gerbil in that wheel that's going round and round. But you will be coming out of it and finding your strength. But it will take time. Let's take the runes here. And what did I just say? It will take time. Yera is there telling you it's going to need time. Here there is Kinats, it's Merkstave. It's telling me that you really don't have your intuition, the quality of intuition is below par during this period. And however, Bjork Berkana tells me, ladies and gentlemen, Leo friends, that it is, whether you understand it or not, a very fertile period for you. Even though you feel like you're going all which way, it is extremely fertile because after this period, there's going to be a new beginning. Now, let's go to Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, where art thou, Virgo? All my Virgo friends out there, those beautiful earth signs, Virgo. Virgo, what's in store for you for the month of October, the first half, from the 1st to the 15th? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Let's see what's in store. All right, we've got the Queen of Cups. And we have the Emperor. And we have the Death card. I'm going to take another card from under the under the deck, and this is the 10 of Swords. It looks like to me, ladies and gentlemen, Virgo friends, there is either someone in your life who's very dear to you, or you are someone who's very dear to another person. And there's fear. There's a fear of letting go, fear of being let go. And most importantly, the contingencies here involved, the issues are compounded by the fact that you really don't feel you have a grip on this situation. And the resolution here, they're telling me to let go. Let it go. You need to let it go, because when you let it go, it comes back to you if it's important. Now, I'm going to see what these Sibila have to add to that, Virgo. And we have, they're compounding the Amalata, the ill one, dispiacere, the sadness, and fortuna, fortune. And it does say, do cry your tears, give it up, let it go, because strength will be yours after. With death comes a new rebirth. Now I'm going to take 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, three runes, and I've got, first of all, there's a focus on Awats. Awats is a journeying rune. It tells you to go forward in letting go and then be able to go furthermore forward. This is an ultimate, this is need, this is of prime importance, or else you will not be able to, change or be reborn. Then I've got here Ingvats, and this is a building block, and what you do today will be the blocks and the walls and the foundations of the future. Okay, now Virgo, let's get into Libra. Libra, remember, stay tuned for the end of the video when I look at who's coming toward you. Who's coming toward you? Libra, Libra, what's in store for you, Libra, for the first half of October? What's in store for you for the first half of October? I've got the King of Coins, the Knight of Swords, and the 9 of Coins. It looks like to me, ladies and gentlemen, that you are, Libra, in search of a form of stability, in search of a position that will elevate your status, and in the eyes of your workplace, and in the eyes of a loved one. And what the cards are counseling you, and what the most important, let's say, difficulty of this issue is that you want it yesterday. You want the resolution. You want everything to have been resolved already when you haven't done all of the work yet. And what do the cards tell you how to resolve it? There's a quality, a spiritual quality that is inherent with the resolution of these issues. And that implies, as similar to the way I mentioned to Cancer, you might want to cross-watch that, where it is all about finding a hook, finding a niche, finding an in to a spiritual, making a spiritual jump in your life. And a lot of people say to themselves, I'm not sure I know what that means. I don't know how to do that. find a place that speaks to you spiritually. A river, by the side of a river, a cemetery, an old church, a place that's quiet, and see where your mind goes, and see if you can abstractedly think of the issues that are worrying you now. Now, with the Sibilla, they come out with telling you this message. There is jealousy. Then we have conversazione, conversation, and sospiri, sighing. And it may well be an issue of being envious of a person who is in your workplace, jealous of someone who's after your partner, or who's going around a person that you care for. You know, I would like to say that they're telling you conversation is the watchword, and that's how things get put back on path. But this is not forthcoming. They're telling me that the communication is not forthcoming, and that it will be a bit of time before you're able to communicate directly with the powers that be in the workplace or that significant other. Now the runes here are lovely. I've got manats, manats, which is two people face to face, and that means in your workplace, in your private life, in your emotional life, there is joy coming to you in this sense, and joy is there. Wunyo is joy, telling you about that. However, I've got Perdro, which is Merkstave, and it tells me that you don't even see that. You're so involved in your issues, in your problems, that you don't see that there is a spiral of light. There is the light at the end of the tunnel. All right, now let's go on. From Libra, we'll go to Scorpio. Remember, you guys, meet me at the end of the video. There will be a series of cards pulled for you to see who is coming toward you, that person of relevance, and so on. Scorpio, what's in store for you for the first 2 weeks? We've got the card of the Death card, and the Death card is always a worrisome a card for everyone, and it in fact is the Scorpio card. So I'm going to take a card from under the deck. Strength. This is a rebirth for you. Then I've got the Nine of Cups. Look at that. The Nine of Cups. And then the Four of Coins. Look, it looks to me, Scorpio, as if you've been doing your homework right. And you've been doing everything that you had to do right. You're not going out of, you're not doing such bad things that they cannot be repaired. You're just, dropping little hints here and there, but you're really working on what you need to work on. And you will be coming up very successful. I'm looking at this from the area of the emotions. And it looks like to me there's a person that you're very much interested in, and you have difficulty in drawing them to you, but you are, look at these two cards, how they come out. The first and the third, the Death card and the Four of Coins. This is you arising from your ashes. There is still a bit for you to go further down. You need to ultimately burn everything from the past way of acting, of thinking. You are going to, with this Nine of Cups, resolve that. And now the Sibilla come up with the Lover, Amante. Then we've got the old lady who speaks to change. And Vecchia Signora, the Fortuna, the fortune. It is all about a relationship. And it will, just remember, you need to have the faith. It will be coming up roses. Now the runes here talk about Björk Berkanets Merkstave. It's not a new beginning. It is an old relationship. It's a relationship that you want to shift gears in. It is a new beginning in that relationship. This is not a new person. involved, and you have fully understand Diag, that what you put out does come back to you, and you're fully aware with Urus, Brightstave, that this is a lot of work for you to do, but you know deep down in your heart of hearts that you will be successful. And if you don't, I'm telling you, Scorpio, come back to the end of the video so we can pull your card for to understand who's coming toward you. Let's take a look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius, where art thou, Sagittarius? Where are you in these first 2 weeks? What's going on for Sagittarius? What's going on for Sagittarius? Let's go and see what's going on with Sagittarius for the first 2 weeks of October. From 1st to the 15th, we've got the High Priest, the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Coins. Look, it looks like to me, and it seems to be a theme that is coming, has been being repeated, has been repeated for many signs, that we're starting now to elevate our gaze. And good thing I talked about what we'll be looking at in the sky. That will help you very, very much, Sagittarius. We're elevating our gaze to a domain that's not common for us. We want to understand. We can't think that that's all there is. Is that all there is? I get my paycheck. I don't get my paycheck. I have these issues. My flat tire. Is that all there is? This is an era, especially for you as well, where you are contemplating, how can I understand more? And the contingencies here talk about, what the nature of this issue is, that you don't understand exactly where you need to go to get information, in that regard. And you want something to read, you want something, you want some tangible evidence, something that evidence, as if you were a scientist learning something, and you want the, what worked for other people, maybe it will work for me. And the resolution here I see is in the good old conversations with people of stability. What has worked for you, Sagittarius, in the past? Think back to moments when you were the happiest in your life. What were those days like? Those will be giving you keys to how to solve that. Now we have the Sibilla, the lover, Amante, Casa, the house, and Gran Signore here too. It looks like to me that you have people, Sagittarius, that look up to you, and they are close. They are your tribe. They are people who you live with. They are people who are important to you. Remember that they are there, and they're part of that stability that I just mentioned. Let me pull 3 runes for you, and I've got Tyr. Tyr does talk about looking towards that stability with those people who have been around you for a while. That's where you get your answers. Give and take with them will give you the necessary information. And just remember that Diag talks about a giving, a taking, and what you give is given back to you. Very interesting card, Sagittarius. A real interesting read. Come back to the end of the video. Now let's go to Capricorn. Capricorn. What's in store for you from the 1st to the 15th? Capricorn. Let's take a look. Wow. Whoa. We've got the Tower. Then we've got the 9 of Coins, and we've got the 4 of Wands. I'm taking another tarot card from the bottom of the deck for that tarot, and it is the Knight of Swords. Look, what is the issue here? Your world is shattered. Why? Because you want to move fast. You want to move faster than you can, and it's impossible. And it's, here too, the theme is repeated about spirituality, seeking to the realms of spirituality, because you are working against windmills, or Don Quixote, who battles against windmills in the terms of time, Capricorn. You want it too fast. And in terms of resources, where do I find everything? All right, so there is a moment of stasis. There is a stop period here, a very slow moment where the universe is inviting you to take a look. Raise your eyes. Look at those stars, the meteors that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Go back and listen to that for those dates. You'll be able to see them where you are. And the resolution will be reaching stability by making a plan on the calendar and an economic plan. Every single item on the calendar has to be pinned to an economic value that you have. And this, therefore, you won't be spending more than you earn, and you'll be able to plan your getaway, because I'm looking here as if this were a getaway plan. All right, now we've got Nemica, the female enemy, the bitch. We've got the Superbia, vanity, and we have Sospiri, sighing. And it looks like, to me, that you are the enemy. You are your own enemy. And this is what is giving you cause for concern, because you would like to give the responsibility to others, but it's not going to fly. All right, what do I say? Time, Yara. It's going to take time. You are not, Wunyo, here happy in this period. It's Merkstave. But remember, Diag, this has come up 4, I think, if I'm not mistaken, times in a row. And that's there to tell you, if you put out negative energy, anger into the universe, it comes back. Remember, you need to ease the mind and seek for solace in a spiritual domain. Now, come back at the end of the video. Come back at the end of the video. Join me when we pull the cards on who's coming towards you. Persons of relevance. Now, Aquarius. Aquarius. Let us see what is in store for you in the first 2 weeks of October. The first 2 weeks of October. Very interesting. We have the High Priest here. Major Arcana. The 4 of Coins. And the 7 of Coins. Very, very interesting. It looks like to me, Aquarius, that you know that you're in a good place. You feel that you're in a good place. But there's something there that you don't know. There's something there that you would like to know. And that is slowly but surely bringing you to a place of fear, of worry, of concern. And the contingencies, why that is of importance to you, is that you are ready in your deepest of notions, in your heart of hearts, deep down inside, you know that you are ready to completely overturn your life. Leave everything behind if you must. And how to get there and how to resolve the current uncertainty of information that you feel like you're not getting is to keep doing the work that you've been doing to get where you are now. That's what they're counseling you to do. And then I've got the Sibilla here, that happiness in the heart, allegrezza al cuore. Then we've got la riunione, the meeting, and consolante sorpresa. I have to say, and it's not superficial when I do mention it, but it looks like that you will be having perhaps a chance meeting with someone of concern to you, an important person. It will be very fleeting. It will be not of no consequence. It will be of consequence because it occurs, but it's not of earth-shattering consequence. You're not going to go live with that person, not in the short term anyway. But you do see, come eye to eye with someone of significance to you. I've got Manat's Merkstave, and it talks to me about you being very, very concerned, me, myself, and I, you need to raise your gaze. You need to look far up, because you're not the only one in the universe. We are all linked. However, and we've got weird, the nameless, faceless rune, and it is telling me that you need to do things as you like it, how you like it, in your own way, doing it your way. But remember, if you don't involve other people and other entities, higher entities, in your musings, in your developments, you're not going to get off to that needed start that you were hoping, that second wind, that new lease on life. Come back at the end of the video, Aquarius. Now let's go on to Pisces. Pisces, where, what, and how? What's going on in the month of October for the first half, from the 1st to the 15th. Now let's take a look. Let's take a look for Pisces. The Four of Swords. Four of Swords. We've got Temperance card, and we've got the Ten of Wands. Very, very interesting. Look, you know, the issue here is timing. You want something to happen a little more, a little faster. And I'm going to see exactly what in a moment with the Sibylla cards. And the timing is everything we know with this Temperance card. And you understand that deep down in your heart, Pisces, you understand that. You don't want to rush the universe's, actions, but you don't, you were only made of flesh and blood, and you're worried, so much so. It's as if this time, this extended time, and when is it going to happen? When am I going to be again with that person? When am I going to be able to have that great job that I want? When? That is causing you, it's weighing very heavy on you, extremely heavy. And you have to, this resolution here is to make it weigh so much that you're going to kickstart when you know that you're just about to hit bottom. Now the Sibylla tell you, happiness in the heart, allegrezza al cuore. We've got la donna maritata, the female grand dame here, and then we've got gran signore, the male grand dame, the male great male. Now this is like as if it were a couple. What is in store for you? Go ahead, get down to the pit, and right before you're getting depressed, know that this is going to happen. You will be meeting up with that person. You will have that person in your life. Now, Fehu, it is a time, right, Steve? It's a time of abundance coming your way, spiritual abundance. The Hue Tree, Algis, is here telling you you are protected by the universe. And Awats, this is another room of protection. Pisces, if I would like to say that you have probably the best reading of the whole zodiac signs, all of the zodiac signs, but I don't want to go that far. Let's not go that far and say it. I mean, everybody had their highs and lows. Now let's go to who's coming toward you. Who's coming toward you? Who is coming toward you? Who is coming toward us? 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Aries. Aries, who's coming toward us? Wow, 10 of Cups. Whew. There's a water sign coming toward you, no doubt about that. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces coming toward you. Wow. Taurus, who is coming toward you? 4 of Cups. Here too, another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. A person of relevance, a person, important person. Then we've got the sun here. The sun for Gemini. Gemini, the sun tells you that a fire sign is coming. The fire sign is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius coming your way. Now we've got Cancer. Who is coming toward you? There is the 5 of Coins. What do we have? They're earth signs here. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That was for you, Cancer. Then we've got Leo. Leo, who is coming toward you? we've got the Five of Wands. This is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius coming towards you. Virgo. Virgo, we've got the Two of Cups. Lucky you, it is a water sign. It is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Then we've got Libra. Libra, we've got here the card of Temperance. There's a Sagittarian. Sagittarian is coming your way, Libra. Then we've got Scorpio. Scorpio, we've got the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, there's a fellow, you know, with this Nine of Cups, whatever you're waiting for, that is going to be coming. All right. If you're waiting for a fire sign, they will be coming. If you're waiting for a water sign, they will be coming. If you're waiting for an earth sign, they will be coming. If you're waiting for a fellow water sign, they will be coming. Then Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the Eight of Coins. There are earth signs coming toward you. The Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Then we've got Capricorn, the Knight of Cups, a water sign. A water sign's coming your way. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Then we've got Aquarius. We've got the card of strength. The card of strength. A Leo is you're in store for a Leo. Then Pisces. Pisces, the Nine of Coins. You have an earth sign coming toward you, and that is Taurus. Taurus, earth sign, Capricorn, and Virgo. All right. Now, when I say coming toward you, remember that these may be people who are going to knock on your door from one moment to the next. If you're waiting for something, it may be in the form of these signs for you. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, and I will be back. With other things. Have a nice 2 weeks. Write to me under the video. Tell me where you are from and where you're watching this video. Bye-bye. Be back soon. Ciao.